Welcome to our video tutorial for registering for JustServe.org. First thing we do when we want to register for JustServe is, of course, we go to the website. To get to the website is simple. We go to the address bar and type in JustServe.org, which I've already done, and we're on the landing page now. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll notice that we have this option here, sign in or register. So we're going to click on that, and a new page opens up. You'll see that it defaults to the registered most recent user, and that is my wife. Tanya's email address and her password shows up, but we are interested in registering a new account. So we have two options here. One is on the right here. We can sign in with Facebook. That will take us in and take our information, name, email, and so forth, and allow us to create a profile from there. It's very easy. We just click on this icon, or we can do it this way by clicking on the icon down in the middle of the page where it says register now, which is what we're going to do. So now we open it up, it says create an account. So I'm going to just put in some fictitious information. I'm going to type in the name John Smith. I can type Smith. And I'm going to select my country, Canada. So I just select the letter C, Canada pops up, or I could search it. And a postal code. Having difficulty typing today. And now that that's done, you'll notice that an email already is showing up here. That's for Tanya again and her password. In your case, you will simply put in your own email and make up your own password, which has to be 8 or more characters with one upper and one lowercase letter and a number. Okay. Once we get to the next page of your setting up your profile, we're going to select the types of services and opportunities that will be of interest to you and what kind of skills you have to help in those service opportunities. So we have a box here, and we're going to select certain types of skills that I might have. So I might, for example, say, well, I know sign language. I'm interested in helping with childcare. I'm maybe coaching, and let's say I'm interested in disaster services, and I don't know, one more. Let's stick one more in here. Entrepreneurship. So if there are service opportunities that come up where somebody has a need for any of those skills, I would be notified. Next, I'm going to select the types of projects that I'm personally interested in. Well, I'm interested in serving where animals are, children and youth. I'm interested in health and fitness, homeless and hunger, refugees, and women, let's say. So now if there's a service opportunity that shows up on JustServe.org in my area, and it has either needs for those skills that I've listed or for helping in those areas of my interest, I would be notified. Click Next. And now I'm getting a prompt that's specific to disaster recovery. Am I willing to be contacted to help with disaster recovery? I'm going to say yes. And now I'm going to be prompted to indicate what kinds of tools I might have in the event of an emergency that I could lend or use to help. I have an axe, I have a chainsaw, I have a fire extinguisher, and a first aid kit. Okay. Am I willing to be contacted about donating to disaster causes? I'm going to say no. And I'm going to click on here that this box is the box I need to click for creating my account, and I'm certifying that I'm age 13 or older and so forth. And click on creating the account, and that's it. Once you've registered on the site, you'll want to learn how to use the site. I'm going to show you just a few of the basic, simple things that you can do to find projects and maneuver around on the site looking for information. First thing you'll do on the landing page is you'll see you can search for volunteer opportunities near you. In the search bar, you'll see you can enter city, state, or postal code. So in this case, I could put in Langley, or I could put in my postal code, which I usually do. I'll just simply enter in my postal code. And you'll notice once I've got that, I can click on search. And right away, I'll see that there are 36 opportunities within 15 miles of my home. Now I'm going to show you in a moment how I can change that from miles to kilometers, but let's just first quick look and see what I've got here for opportunities for service. Let's just say this opportunity with Kim's Angels appeals to me. I would like to look at that. It says Kim's Angels works with local schools, churches, and shelters to help people in need. Well, what do they do? Angels volunteer their time to help with laying these schools, helping kids with soup and lunches and granola bars and so forth. They help local churches with sandwiches to feed the less fortunate, and working out closely with high schools to make sure every grad has a suit and so forth. So some really interesting things that they do. Suitable for all ages, good for group volunteers. I can participate from home, I can make donations, non-monetary, and I can work from indoors. So these are interesting. So I would look on here, I'd say check it out. Get more details, I'll see where it's located, I can see the contact information, and if I click on the go to the organized website, it will click here and it'll take me to Kim's Angels website for more details to register for volunteers. Okay, so let's just click back up here on projects, back to the same site that I was on a moment ago. And let's say that I'm unfamiliar with miles, or I don't like that, I want to search in kilometers. So I can click here where it says more search options. So now under here I can come down and I can search for opportunities within a certain date range. I can change this in terms of the radius, but I also can change this to kilometers. And I can say, well, now maybe I'm only interested in projects that are good for groups or for volunteering from home. So let's just do that. And I could also, if I wanted to, look for certain skills or certain interests. But let's now click on search and see what happens. So once I've done that, I come up with these 8 opportunities that are within 15 kilometers that have the parameters that I was interested in. They're good for groups and for volunteering from home, and they're within 15 kilometers of my postal code. So I have these different opportunities that I could look at. Okay. Now, let's just assume for a moment that I wanted to make some changes to my profile. So we've already started with when we registered. If I want to change my profile or add some information, I come up here to this little pinwheel and I click on that, and it says Edit Profile. Now in your case, your name would show up, and so you'd have your name and your email. Let's say you change your email. So you can change your email address, your username, or your phone number. You can change the distance between your radius of search for service opportunities. So you can add different things in here, change different things. You could also, remember when we registered on your, showing you how to register for yourself, the kinds of projects that you're interested in. You could add or change that. You could add a specific skill. Let's say you forgot a specific skill that you thought you might have. So you could say, well, I forgot that I'm good with computers, so I would click on that. And let's say that you had an interest in other projects with veterans and military. I can click on that and add it. So all of these things would be added in here, and you can toggle on or off for whether you want to have people contact you periodically or not at all, and so forth. And then click Save Profile. So you make those changes according to what you want to do. So really, it's a very great site, and really very helpful to help you find service opportunities for yourself, for your church organization, whether it's for a group or for an individual or for your family. Just a really super opportunity to find ways to provide Christ-like service in our communities. Hope that helps.